Limbisanga, oza Congolais? Excuse me, are you a Congolese? Te, naza Camerounais. No, I'm Cameroonian. Olobaka Lingala? Do you speak Lingala? Kaka mukie penza.
A little, but not very well.
Osalaka nini?
What do you do?
Natangaka.
I'm a student.
Ozana mbula boni.
How old are you?
Nazali na bambula tukumi bale na motoba. 26 ans.
I'm 26 years old.
Obala?
Are you married?
Te, nabala te.
No, I'm not married.
Oumela awa?
How long have you been here?
Pene ya mbula mibale.
About 2 years.
Ozana bana boni.
How many children do you have?
Nazana bana misato. Mibale ya basi, moko ya mobali.
I have 3 children, 2 girls and 1 boy.
Olobaka minoko boni.
How many languages do you speak?
Nalobaka minoko mibale.
I speak 2 languages.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Talk Lingala with Joe, and I hope you all doing alright. Well, last time we learned how to conjugate the Lingala verb to have and verb to be in the present tense. Now, let us carry on with the verb to be but in the future and the past tense. As seen, the Lingala conjugation is so simple, but if you haven't yet watched the previous video, I suggest you do for your better understanding. Now, let us go and conjugate the verb to be in the past tense. So to conjugate the verb to be in the past tense is so simple. All you need to do is to take the infinitive form of the verb to be, which is kozala, and then you add this little word ki at the end. So it becomes zalaki for was and were. So let us conjugate it. Na zalaki, I was. O zalaki, you were. A zalaki, he or she was. E zalaki, it was. To zalaki, we were. Bo zalaki, you were. Ba zalaki, they were. So simple as that. Na zalaki, o zalaki, a zalaki, e zalaki, to zalaki, bo zalaki, ba zalaki. Now, let us see in the future. In the future is also simple. All you need to do, take the infinitive form of the verb, kozala, and then you use your personal pronouns. So, how do you do that? Na kozala, o kozala, a kozala, e kozala, to kozala, bo kozala, ba kozala. So, na kozala, I will be. O kozala, you will be. A kozala, he or she will be. E kozala, it will be. To kozala, we will be. Bo kozala, you will be. Ba kozala, they will be. So there you have it, the Lingala verb in the past and the future tense. Our next lesson is how to put a Lingala singular noun in plural. We have 3 general rules, very important to remember. The first one is any word starting with the letter MU changes to MI in plural. So let's take, for example, Musala, work. Misala, works. Mukongo, back. Mikongo, backs. Mutuka, a car, mituka, cars. Mupepe, wind, mipepe, winds. Now, as you know it, wind is an uncountable name. Even in Lingala, it's still an uncountable name. It stays mupepe. But when we're talking about different types of winds, that's when it becomes mipepe. Right, let's go to the second rule. The second rule is any noun starting with the letter E, which is A in Lingala, A will change to B. Let's take an example to understand that. Elamba, clothes. Bilamba, clothes. Eloko, thing. Biloko, things. Esengo, joy. Bisengo, the choice. So the third rule is if the noun start with a different letter, apart from what we've seen, you put BA at the beginning of the word to mark the plural. For instance, sani becomes basani. Sani, dish, becomes basani, dishes. Nzungu, pot, becomes banzungu, pots. So there you have it, how to put a Lingala singular noun in plural. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, please do not forget to subscribe, to like and share the video. Thanks very much. Until our next lesson, I hope you stay well. So you want to learn or improve your Lingala, right? Stick around because you're on the right channel. Hi everyone, welcome back to Talk Lingala with Joe. Today I got not much, a very exciting lesson. I'm going to give you 5 WH questions or question words in Lingala. And as well, whoever, whatever, wherever, whichever adverbs and conjunctions in Lingala. So without further ado, who, nani, who, nani, what, nini, what, nini, where, wapi, where, wapi, when, tango, nini, which one, oyo wapi, which one, oyo wapi. There you have it, 5 WH questions or question words in Lingala. Now with the adverb and conjunction, whoever, whatever, wherever, whenever and whichever. So we start with whatever. Ata oyo, ata nini, ata nini. Whatever, ata nini. Whichever, ata oyo wapi. Whichever, ata oyo wapi. Whenever, ata tango nini. Whenever, ata tango nini. Whoever, ata nani. Whoever, ata nani. Whichever, ata oyo wapi. Whatever, ata nini. Whatever, ata nini. So there you have it. Now let's put them in some context or examples to understand them better. Who is this? Who is this? Oyo nani. Who is this? Oyo nani. What is this? What is this? Oyo nini. Oyo nini. What is this? Oyo nini. Not that this is oyo in Lingala. Oyo. this? Oyo nini? Who is this? Oyo aza nani? What is this? Oyo eza nini? Remember as well, when it comes to things or objects, we say eza instead of aza. So when I ask who is this, I'm gonna translate it to, if I say who is this, I'm gonna translate it to oyo aza nani. But when I ask what is this, because I'm talking about things or objects, so it's going to be oyo eza nini. Now, which one? Which one? We said oyo wapi. Which one? Oyo wapi. Why are you being so nice to me? Why are you being so nice to me? Pona nini ozozala nangai malamu boy? Pona nini ozozala nangai malamu boy? When are you coming? Okoya tango nini? Where are you? Oza wapi. Right. As I said earlier, our today's subject is the most important words and phrases in Lingala. So let us begin with the preposition that now can translate in Lingala into Lingala. We have here the preposition of time. The preposition of time in, on, at, before, and after. All these prepositions can be translated into na in Lingala. So let us see some examples to illustrate that. I got married in July. Nabalaki na sanza ya sambo. So here, in is translated into na. The second example, at noon. Na midi. Tope na nzanga. So na midi or na nzanga. So na translates at, the preposition at. But not here, we say nanzanga. This word nanzanga, zanga means noon, at noon. But this is the formal way of saying it. Like we use this in a formal setting. But in the common way, we just use midi. The third example, on Saturday. On Saturday. So here, na translates on. Na mokolo ya poso. Na mokolo ya poso. On Saturday. Let's jump to preposition of place. The preposition of place, under, below, in, on, at, as well, can be translated into na in Lingala. All these can be translated into na. So let us see a couple of examples as well. Under the table or below the table becomes nase ya mesa. Nase ya mesa. Mesa is the table. Nase is under or below. In Lingala, it stays the same. The second one is above the town. Above the town, na likolo ya ville. So above becomes na likolo. Na likolo. Ville is the town. Let's go to the next one. The aeroplane flies below the clouds. So here we have again nase, below, which translates below. Mpepo ezali kotambola na se ya mapata. But not here kotambola. Kotambola means walking. So why do we use walking instead of flying? So walking, normally it should have been Mpepo ezali kopumbwa. Kopumbwa means flies. But Lingala chooses to use kotambola instead of flying. So here it's a metaphorical way of saying it. Pepo ezali kotambola. It's metaphoric. Don't take it in the literal way. Let's see more of preposition that can be translated in Lingala. Na can also be with the preposition of direction to, towards, and into. It can also be, as I said earlier, the conjunction can become the conjunction and. So let's see a couple of examples to illustrate that as well. Ngai nazali na yo. Ngai nazali na yo. I am with you. I am with you. So let's go to the next one. Nabongo abandaki koloba na mwasi ete. Nabongo abandaki koloba na mwasi ete. So it said to the woman. This statement is this phrase is very famous. It's taken from the book of Genesis in the Bible. It's the serpent's conversation with Eve. Nabongo abandaki koloba na mwasi ete. So it said to the woman. So to is translated by na. Moto oyo azali koya liboso na yo. Here's another example of the preposition of direction towards that is translated in Lingala to na. The person coming towards you. Moto oyo azali koya liboso na yo. Let's go to throw yourself into water. Komibwaka na mai. To throw yourself into water. So into, which is the preposition of direction, is translated to na as well. Na mai. And note this word here, me. Me is myself. It's a word that helps us mark the reflexive action. When the action is being directed to the subject himself, he's taking himself and throw himself into water. So komibwaka, me, komibwaka, very important one as well. Ngai na yo, me and you. You see, na becomes now the conjunction and. Ngai na yo. Nandaku, at home. Tata na biso na likolo. Our Father in the heavens. So na becomes in, but in of a direction. Our Father in the heavens. So there you have it. Prepositions that can be translated into na in Lingala. Now let's jump in the possessive pronouns. The possessive pronouns, mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, and theirs, they also can be translated into na in Lingala. Nanga, which is mine. Nayo, nayo, which is yours. Naye, naye, which is his, hers, and its. All these, they don't change in Lingala. They stay naye. Nabiso, ours. Nabino, yours. Nabango, theirs. Note the difference here again. Nabino and naye. But in Lingala it's different. So when you're talking about the second person, yours as a second person, it will be naye. But when you talking about yours as the second person of plural, then you must use nabino. Now let's jump into another one. Na can becomes the subject I. You know, Na is a personal pronoun, I as well. For instance, nazali, I am. This is the verb to be, nazali, I am. Na placed in the end of the verb to be becomes the auxiliary to have. For example, nazali na mbwa. So I have a dog. Mbwa means dog. There's one thing that you need to note as well. Very important. In Lingala, the indefinite article a and n do not exist. They don't exist. So we don't have that in Lingala. Here are some examples to illustrate that. A boy, mwana mobali, a girl, mwana mwasi, an orange, lilala. A boy, mwana means infant, mobali means a man. So because we're talking about a boy, we use mwana to mark that difference, like is a diminutive of a man, less of a man. Mwana mobali, which is a boy. Same here in this case as well. Mwasi is a woman, mwana is infant. So girl, put mwana here to mark that difference, that it's not a woman but less of a woman, diminutive of a woman, a girl. So remember that. But as I said, you don't get any article here in Lingala. That's a bonus actually for you. No article, the indefinite article in Lingala. Right, let's start with the verb to have and verb to be. Verb to be, kozala. That's the infinitive of the verb to be. Kozala na. That's the infinitive of the verb to have. So as I said, kozala, and you just add na in the end to mark the verb to be. So I am nazali, you are ozali, he is or she is azali. But when it comes to the third person, it is ezali. That's ezali. Don't use this for human being. It can only be used for animals and things. So the example, nazali nayo, I am with you. Ozali mayele, you are intelligent. Azali kitoko. In Lingala, it works for both male and female. Azali kitoko, you just use kitoko for both male and female, but obviously in English it's different. If it's a man, he is handsome, and if it's a girl or a female, she is beautiful. Ezali kitoko for things as well. You can say ezali kitoko. Ezali kimia. Kimia means calm. It is calm. Plural. We are tozali. To. That's we. We are. You are bozali. Now, note the difference between English and Lingala when it comes to in the second person of plural and the second person of singular. You are in English is the same, but in Lingala is different. Ozali for the singular, but bozali for the plural. So bozali makasi. You are strong. Talking to more than one person. They are bazali malam. The verb is bazali. Sorry, I didn't. I shouldn't put this malamu here. So the example is bazali malamu. They are strong. Malamu means good. Malamu means good here. They are good, not they are strong. They are good. Bazali malamu. So there you have it, the verb to be in Lingala. Let's go now to the verb to have. The verb to have, as I said, is the verb to be, but with na in the end. So nazali na, ozali na, azali na, and ezali na. Ezali, remember ezali is the third person, but only for things and animals. Ezali, don't use ezali for a person, otherwise you would be insulting someone. So don't use a for a person. We have tozalina. You have bozalina, still the same difference. Remember, you in the second person of singular and you as the second person of plural is different. Bozalina and ozalina. That's the difference between English and Lingala when it comes to the verb to have and the verb to be. They have bazali. Bazalina, bazalina. So bazali na bandaku. They have houses. Bozali na suki ya mpembe. Bozali na suki ya pembe. You have white hair. Tozali na fufu. We have fufu. He or she has a good heart. Azali na motema malamu. Azali na motema malamu. You have ozalina. You have a wife. Ozalina mwasi. And then nazali na mutuka. I have a car. So there you have it, the linking word na, the verb to have, verb to be. I hope you've learned something. I do post all my lessons on my Facebook group, Let's Learn Lingala. So you might as well go there and check. And looking forward to our next lesson, which is going to be the linking word ye and the linking word ya. Very important as well. But until then, stay blessed. Mbote na biso nyonso ba yekoli ya anglais na Lingala. Toko yekola lelo soki na mbele. To soki na lingaki. Elingo loba nini? Tango to lolenge mode ou temps oyo tolobelaka makambo oyo olingaki osala kasi osalaki te et résultat na yango ezala na présent to na futur to déjà na le passé et salami ndenge nini. Nayebi te soki bozolanda ngai. Likambo olingaki osala osali te, résultat nango to ba impact na yango. Donc conditionnel na français. Le temps conditionnel, mode conditionnel ya on toyekola lelo na anglais. Tolobaka soki na mbele na anglais ndenge nini. Soki na liaka na ndaku mbele na yo kinzala te na musala, par exemple. Soki na melaka café te na 20h mbele na zangi pongi te siko na butu. Na lali te butu mobimba po na melai café na 20h. Soki na mbele. Ndenge nini tolobaka yango na anglais. Ndenge na lobaki yango na anglais conditionnel to soki, soki. Na anglais, ezalaka munene penza, eza vaste. Bakabulaka yango na 4 degrés. Babenga yango conditional en anglais. 0 conditional, first conditional, second conditional, third conditional, na mixed conditional. Ya liboso 0 conditional, conditionnel to soki na degré 0 na anglais. Yango kanga eloko oyo eza pete, eza makambo ebele na yebi, mais ezali pete pona ko comprendre yango. Kanga eloko oyo na 0 conditional to conditionnel ya degré 0 na anglais, elobelaka solo oyo echangeaka te. De reality. Elobelaka solo oyo echangeaka te. Par exemple, soki mupepe efuli, banzete eninganaka. If the wind blows, trees move. Banzete eninganaka soki mupepe efuli. Solo moko oyo ekoki kobongwana te. If it rains heavily, if it rains heavily, the riverbanks overflow. Soki mbula ebeti makasi, mai ya bibale etondaka. Soki mbula ebeti makasi, mai ya bibale to mai ya ebale etondaka. Solo oyo ekoki kobongwana te. Wana tozali na 0 conditional. Siko tokende na first conditional. First conditional elobelaka likambo oyo ekosalama. Donc ezali réalité ekosalama. Soki action moko esalami sikoyo te, na futur résultat moko boye o ezali solo, o ezali certain ekosalama. Donc son asali sikoyo boye te, lobito na simangonga mukie, likambo wana ekosalama pe na yebi yango ekosalama bongo. Nandakisa. Soki tolongwe sikoyo te, tokorate train wana. Soki tolongwe sikoyo te, tokorate train wana. If we don't leave now, we will miss that train. If we don't leave now, we will miss that train. Donc, first conditional, liboso tozwana nu formule nango. Formule nango eza ndenge nini? Oche if, oche verbe na temps présent, simple present, if plus simple present, comme situation ezali if plus the verb in the simple present, et puis résultat ekoki kozala will to ekoki pe kozala ba verbe auxiliaire lokola can, might, may, will, mais auto salelaka mingi na anglais ezali will ochesiko plus verbe na infinitif. Mbala mususu na first conditional basalelaka pe unless ezali ndenge moko kaka na if not. Donc if not ukoki kocha unless na place na yango. Exemple, if you don't get an invitation, you can't come to the party. Soki ozwi invitation te, okoya na feti te, okoki koya na feti te. Siko na place ya, if you don't get an invitation, if you don't, okoki kolongola, oche, unless you get the invitation, you can't come to the party. Soki, unless eza lokola malamu, na lingala toloba lokola malamu ozo invitation, soko ozo invitation te, ba okotso te na feti wana. Mbala msuto sala formule wana na lingala. Malamu bapesa yo invitation, soki te bakondima te okota na feti, okoya na feti te. Unless. Donc, zwakaka malamu ndeto ba malamu bapesa invitation. Malamu mifutela nombongo. Malamu ofuta minerval. Soki te osala examen te. Malamu ofuta minerval. Soki te osala examen te. Unless you pay your fees, you can't be admitted for the exam. Unless you pay the fees, you can't be admitted for the exam. Unless you pay your fees, you can't come. Donc, unless you pay your fees, you can't do the exam. Unless you pay the fees, you can't do the exam. Malamu futa minerval. Soki te, osala examen te. If not, osala examen te. Donc, one is that unless. Unless il remplaçaka if ... not. If you don't, if iloko moko boy na négatif, okocha no unless. Toujours na first conditional.
Joe, let me tell you something. You're standing at the edge of something right now. Not a physical edge, but something deeper. Something only you can feel, something only you can fight. You've heard it said before, it's not about the competition, it's not about the world, it's not about the person to your left or right. It's you, and it's always been you. It's you versus you. Life isn't about battling the obstacle you see around you. It's about confronting the one person standing in your way, and that person is you. Your doubt, your fears, your lack of belief, your internal struggle, the one that nobody else can see, but we all feel. So let me say it again. It's you versus you. There's a battle taking place in your mind right now. Every single day it's happening, and it's constant. It's that voice. You know the one I'm talking about? The one that tells you to quit. The one that says it's too hard, you're not good enough, you'll never make it, just give up. It tells you all kinds of things, right? Things that make you question whether you're strong enough, whether you've got what it takes. That voice is loud, it knows just when to strike, when you're already tired, when you're already vulnerable, when the world feels heavy on your shoulders. It has a way of finding the wicked spot inside you and pushing on it until it's hurt. Here's the thing you need to understand. That voice, it's lying to you. It doesn't have the right to define you. It doesn't know what you're capable of. It's not speaking the truth, because the truth is you've got more in you than that voice could ever understand. That voice is only a shadow, a reflection of your doubt, a manifestation of your fear. It's not real, and that's where the real battle begins. The moment you recognize that voice isn't the truth, that's when you get to take control. When you choose to fight back, that's when the power shifts. It's a decision you make, one that says, I'm not backing down, I'm not gonna let this lie stop me. That's when you take your power back. When you face that voice, stare it down and say, you don't control me anymore. And I know it's not easy, trust me, I know. Because that voice isn't just going to go away the moment you say something to it. it's going to come back. It's going to keep trying to doubt yourself, to make you feel small, to convince you that you're not capable. But the question is, are you going to listen to it? See, when you choose to fight back, you're not fighting against an external force. You're not fighting against the world. You're fighting against yourself. The version of you that's afraid. The version of you that wants to quit. The version of you that thinks it's too late or that is too hard. And the thing is, you can win that fight. You've already done it before, even when you didn't realize it. Think back to when you were learning how to walk. You remember that? You fell. You fell a lot. You probably hit your knees, scraped your hands, and each time it hurt. But you didn't stay down. You didn't just give up and say, this walking thing is too hard, I'll never get it. You got back up every single time. Even when you fell, you kept trying, and eventually you were walking without even thinking about it. Now let me ask you something. What changed? You've learned to walk without even thinking about it, but what about the other battles in your life? Why is it so easy to go in some areas but so hard in others? Where you keep falling when it comes to your goals, your dreams, your aspirations? The answer is simple. You stopped fighting. You've let that voice inside you convince you that you can't get up. But what I'm telling you is this: you can get up. You can fight through the pain, through the doubt, through the fear. You can keep going even when it feels like you're falling. It's not about being perfect. It's about persistence. It's about refusing to stay down when the world knocks you down. When life gives you a setback, that's not the end. That's the beginning of your coming back. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. What matters is you keep getting up, because every time you get up, you're telling that voice, that fear, that doubt, I'm still here. You didn't break me. I'm still standing. The battle isn't the falling. The battle is in the rise. It's in the getting back up. And just when you were a child learning how to walk, every time you rise, you got stronger. Every time you face the doubt, no, I'm not going to listen to you anymore, you become more of who you were meant to be. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and suddenly have no doubts, no fears, no obstacles, but that's okay. That's not the point. The point is to take it one step at a time. Keep fighting, keep moving forward, and eventually you look up and realize all those little steps, all those little victories have led you to a place where the voice of doubt no longer has the power it used to. And that's when you win. Not in some grand moment of perfection, but in the persistence, in the quiet strength that grows inside you as you fight back against the lies in your head. So the next time you hear that voice telling you to quit, to give up, to walk away, remember this: it's not the truth. The truth is that you are capable of far more than you know. The truth is that you can fight through the struggle, through the pain, through the fear. The truth is that you have everything inside you to overcome whatever stands in your way. The only question is, are you willing to fight? Because the battles is already happening right now. And you get to decide whether you're going to let that voice win or whether you're going to rise up, take control, and keep moving forward. The fight is yours to win. The victory is yours to claim. But you've got to make that choice. Remember this: it's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you get up. Every time you rise, you get stronger. Every time you keep moving forward, you get closer to the person you always meant to be. So don't stop now. You're just getting started.
Esika okomana nute mapata grass is always that's greener. Our version of saying the other side. Hi everyone, I'm Joe, and this is Talk Lingala with Joe Part 1. Talk Lingala with Joe is a show I have designed to help and assist anyone who wants to learn or improve his Lingala in a very simple but fun way. So without further ado, let's crack on it. In part 1, I thought to give you 4 Lingala idioms that you may have heard or have listened to in some Congolese music, obviously, but never got the sense of them. So here's your chance not only to grasp the meaning, but maybe put them in your daily conversation use. The first one that I'm gonna give you is soki mwana alingi asimba moto tikaye asimba mokolo akozika akoyeba. Soki mwana alingi asimba moto tikaye asimba mokolo akozika akoyeba. Well, that's just our version of saying sometimes the consequences correct better than the advice. Second one that I'm gonna give you is biliaki ngai bikoki. Biliaki ngai bikoki. If you hear someone saying that in Lingala, that means, wow, it's cooked. Oh, I'm cooked. I'm finished. You know them situation that you get caught in and you don't see any way out. Biliaki ngai bikoki. Well, the third one that I'm gonna give you is epai to esika okomana nute mapata ekwea. Esika okomana nute mapata ekwea. That's our version of saying the grass is always greener on the other side. The grass is always greener on the other side. So watch out, man. The fourth one that I'm gonna give you is zoba. Zoba wazolakisa esanza kasi yazotala musapi. Zoba wazolakisa esanza kasi yazotala musapi. Well, that's another way of saying that idiots, they don't look at the bigger picture, innit? In a situation like, or in a matter, they don't know how to look or focus on the bigger picture. So here are 4 idioms for you guys in Lingala. I hope you learned something through this show of mine, Talk Lingala with Joe. And if you like it, please subscribe and write us a comment. That would be really much appreciated. Thanks very much. Love. I believe that if you believe that you can't, you're setting yourself up for failure before you even start. When you worry about the past mistakes, things that you could have done differently, the past opportunities. When you worry about the future events, things that have near taken place, over which you have no control. You're setting yourself up for frustration. Live and enjoy the present. Because the only thing worrying accomplishes is making you suffer twice. So, again, live and enjoy your present.